everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. As promised, this is my, what is it? We're coming into May, so this is my April Flosstube. So yeah, I'm kind of split them in two because I didn't do any, well, I think I did one or two projects. Well, yeah, I think I actually only did one project, to be honest, for last month because I've been so busy with the barn. But I actually have done pretty well in the last 2 weeks. I decided that I was going to completely withdraw from the barn on an evening, and there was a few days that I decided to also to take out and just have some stitchy time because I just needed it. So I am quite proud of myself because I have achieved 2,535 stitches. Now, it is late. Well, it's not late, it's 8:30. I've just got out the shower. My hair is still wet and it's really warm in here because it's just like really humid. We've had rain on and off all day, but I've had quite an interesting day today. So I know this is going to sound really random, but I actually went up to the University of Georgia because and that's a veterinary hospital, because my mare I'm trying to get her into foal. So I tried a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago now, I think, and she didn't take, which is a shame. But this time I've decided to switch the stallion, and I've switched the stallion because I can use chilled, kind of almost fresh. By the time it goes into the mare, it's pretty much fresh anyway. So the probability of an embryo is so much higher when you use chilled semen. So to not put too much of a finer point on it, she was collected today, and so my vet came out yesterday and checked her, and she had a 40mm follicle, which means that she's going to ovulate within the next day or so. She also gave her a hormone which would kind of speed up the process of her ovulating. So I think normally they ovulate about 48mm. A follicle about 48mm. So that means that she would have been ovulating in, I think actually what it does is it times it. So you have, it works so they ovulate within the 12 hours because they, unlike with frozen, you have to inseminate just after they've ovulated, but with chilled and fresh, you actually inseminate just before they ovulate. So she wanted to do it within her ovulating, just before her ovulating, but within like a 6-hour window. So basically inseminate her and then her ovulate. So she should be ovulating between 9 o'clock tonight and 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I had to run up to UGA. It's only an hour from here, so that's not too bad. And I picked that up. And then as I was there, I also was in, I love books. I absolutely love books. And if you can hear that, that's Georgie. He's, say hi, George. No, he's not interested. He's eating his hay. He's in a crate just behind me. He's been out all day with his friends. And so yeah, I went to Barnes and Noble, and I treated myself. I picked up a few books. So the first one, which I've actually started reading, I picked up Stephen King. Pet Sematary, because I've never ever read that book, and I actually quite like Stephen King. And then the second one I saw on some review, the 7-Year Slip. So that's another one I'm going to read. I do have a Kindle, but sometimes it's nice just to read, isn't it? And the third one I picked up is the Stephen King Holly, funnily enough. I thought that was quite fitting. But do you know what really surprised me is the price of books. They were $18.99 each. I spent $60 on 3 books. I mean, when he told me how much the bill was at the end, I almost died. I'm just so used to books being $7. Like, since when were they almost $20 a book? I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? So anyway, I did that. I got home, I did some admin, and then my vet came, inseminated my mare, and then I did the horses and went and picked up Georgie. And then I came back, and you know what, my whole evening routine is just a bit of a nightmare. So I have to do the horses, and then when I come in, I can't even have a cup of tea. I've got cats yelling at me. Now I have a new cat. A cat, I don't even know if I told you, he turned up the day that my dad arrived. He literally turned up, and he never left. Like, literally never left. So he's kind of here as well, and if he comes in, he's absolutely beautiful. He's really gorgeous. Smokey! My door's open because it's so warm in here at the moment, but I don't want to put my air conditioning on, and I'm so sorry. I look absolutely awful. I've got literally no makeup on. I've just come out the shower, but I don't care. Smokes! Smokey! Normally he's around. He's like normally outside. So he will come in and stay in all evening, but then as soon as lights go out, he wants to go out. So he goes out, but my 3 cats come in and they stay in at night. So anyway, that is basically my day. So let's get on to some stitching, because that's why you're here. And then I will go through what's been going on in the last 2 weeks and a bit of a barn update and all that jazz. So okay, so all of my stuff is behind here right now, because normally my stitching's down here, but because Georgie's here, I don't want him to chew it, and he chews everything. He literally chews everything. So the first one I'm going to show you is, and where is, here it is. Okay, so this is my list of what I've worked on this month. I've worked on, this 2 weeks, I've worked on 4 projects. The first one I worked on, this is no order, is, and I think I just went for easier projects, you know, ones that, apart from Peacock Love, I went for ones that were just a bit more bulk stitching. It just means that I could just get a little bit more done rather than having, you know, a lot of, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. The word has gone out of my head. Anyway, you know, when it's when you've got lots and lots of rogue stitches everywhere. Confetti stitching. Oh my gosh. It's like, do you know what? After this video, I swear, I am going to edit this video and have some dinner because I haven't eaten yet. And then because I've already showered, I am going to go and sit in bed. I know it's probably going to be early, probably going to be like 10 o'clock, and I'm going to read my book until I fall asleep. Because I've felt really good today. But I'm just really tired, and clearly my brain's tired because I can't even get basic words out. But confetti stitching. So the first one I worked on was Vivsta's. This one, I absolutely love this one. I have switched out some of the colours, and I did try and find out what those colours were. And I haven't written. Do you know what? I need to write it down on this sheet, because whenever I show you this, I know that I've switched out the grey to number 2. I've switched out the blue is either I think the blue is 326 and the red is 816. I think, I can't remember now. I genuinely can't remember. Anyway, so I worked, I don't even know how many days. I think I did 3 days on it. But like intermittently, a few hours here and there. And I did 657 stitches. I think this time I just wanted to get a few stitches in a few projects, so I actually had something to show you, because as lovely as everyone is with saying to me, oh, you know, we're really interested in your barn as well, I feel like I'm shortchanging everyone, because this is a stitching video and I just didn't have any stitching to show you. So I do now. I do. So I promised you I was going to come back, and I did. So hang on one moment. Oh, it would be the one right at the bottom, wouldn't it, Holes? Okay, here we are. So this is what it looked like last time. I'm going to see if I can get it on the screen. And this is where we are now. If I move it down here, I think I worked on this area here. I did some more of this square. I definitely did some more down here. And I think I did some more of this grey. So this is stitched on 32 count 2/2 on like a sparkle snow fabric. It does come out as a little bit brighter. This red comes out brighter than it is. It's more of a blood red, actually. It looks better without the light. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. I did, I'm at 7.60% on that now. So 657 stitches and 7.60%. So that is good. It's exciting to get some in there. And the next one I worked on was, let's do this one. So I didn't quite finish this one. This is Chartered by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a Josephine Wall project. It's called Peacock Love. It's a quick stitch, even though it's not taking me very quick to stitch it, but does it ever? So I did 479 stitches. I colour completed another like 5 colours. I don't know how many colours I've completed now, but I am at 96.71%. 96.71%. So I'm so close to finish with this one. So this is, oh my goodness, let me just show you, Georgie. Hang on. Look at this. Excuse the state of everything. Hang on. Oh my God. I do need to get him a bigger crate because he's outgrowing it very quickly. But yeah, sorry. So I just thought I had to show you that. Oh my gosh, he's just the cutest, just the cutest. So this is where I am. And I'm gonna see if I can get the other one here. There. Yep, this is where I am. So 96%. So close to finish. 18 count 2/1 I'm doing this one on. I've just really got, I think most of the male peacock is done. I've got a few bits more of him to do, some more of the flower, and I certainly need to do the female peacock. But I'm telling you now, I am telling you this, if there is something that you do when you stitch, do not make the mistake that I made, and make sure that you stitch as you go, every single box, because I'm telling you now, trying to fill in the gaps where I've clearly made mistakes somewhere, I'm trying to fill in areas, and what I've got on my pattern keeper doesn't seem to correlate with what I've got that I've done stitching. It is driving me mad. I think I've like miscounted or missed stitches, or I mean, you wouldn't notice it because it's complete confetti craziness on there anyway, but it drives me mental, like mental. And I think the reason why I'm doing a little bit at a time, so I did 3 days on that. One day I did 290 stitches, the next day I did 61, and the next day I did 128. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like colour complete and sort of also do stitches as I get to them as well, because I'm just getting lost. I don't know what's been done, what hasn't. Is a car crash. It really is a wreck. So stitch as you go, every single box and every single stitch, and that is 100% what I'm going to be doing later. in anything going forward, because it's just so time consuming as well, and I don't enjoy it because, you know, I'm having to kind of think, oh well, that stitch is the wrong stitch in that place, so I'm just going to have to, like, you know, either make up for the stitch somewhere else, or just kind of, you know, tag it as, you know, it's a done stitch, but it is driving me potty. So anyway, just giving you some friendly advice. So the next one I worked on was I actually worked on 5, not 4, because I didn't include this one. You can't really see anything here. It's a bit of an odd. This is the Chinese, what are these? I don't even know what these are. I think they begin with H, I don't know. These are a flower, and I can remember what they are, but I can't remember what they are tonight. And you're probably all screaming at the screen, so scream away. I think I did about 200-ish stitches on this one. It's so difficult to see because this is a stamped cross-stitch kit. This is the only kit that I have that's stamped, and actually I quite enjoy it because I don't have to keep blocking stuff off on Pattern Keeper, and you know, I just stitch as I go, and I just basically fill in the blanks and colour in the colours. So this is where I am now. I think I don't know if you can see across there. You really can't see it. And if I move it over, you'll be able to see the before, but like, you really can't see much at all. And I think I've just filled in some of this as well. I mean, we're still at the kind of a non-colour phase where everything is so light, you don't really get to see it much. So that was that one. The next one I worked on was Rise of the Witches by Lisa Parker. Again, this was nice, a nice one that wasn't confetti heavy. Yeah, Lisa Parker is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This reminds me of my little black cat, who, bless him, has been really poorly this week. This and last week, really. Well, actually more last week than this week, and the week before. He had a UTI, and he was going to the toilet a lot. He was using the litter tray. I swear he was going to the litter tray like every 5 minutes, and he was doing a little wee and a little wee and a little wee. So I kind of was keeping an eye on him, and then after like a week, not even a week, like 3 or 4 days, he started to see, it seemed like he was getting better. And sometimes UTIs can fix themselves, you know, like cystitis. And then I saw him wee, and he had like a pretty decent wee. And then literally within the next week, he was back to little tiny wees again. And then he weed in my shower, but did like little droplets, and there was blood in his wee. And that was it. I wasn't taking any more chances. I took him straight to the vet, and he's on antibiotics. He had a UTI, no crystals, which was good. So they gave him some antibiotics, and it looks like he's made a full recovery now because, you know, he's absolutely fine. But anyway, so I digress. That picture reminds me of my little black kitty cat, Soxy. And oh, someone's awake now, are they? Hello? Are you awake? Hiya. Okay, so I did 690 stitches on this one, and I'm 14.24% done. I'm stitching this on 20 count 1/1. Love the colours in this, and I'm loving stitching this. Can you see what I'm actually taking my own advice, because, you know, I'm filling in all the gaps. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Honestly, it's really not a pleasure to stitch Peacock Love at all. Is it Georgie? George? Normally he's like, you know, when I call his name, he's like, but not today. He's being quiet. Okay. The next one I worked on was Bookcase, again, because this wasn't confetti heavy, and I think I colour completed like 3 different colours. I'm at 90% on this one, and I did 709 stitches. This one is a New Dream Stitch, and I got this on Etsy. And I love this one, it's really nice. And we're very close. We are very close to a finish. So Okay, let me see if I can do it. I might have to do the other one in this corner here. So this is where we are, stitching this one 18 count, 2 over 1. Bring it closer. I'm so close to a finish on this one. So lovely. I do love these books. Maybe actually I should have put the other one down here so it's not in the way of Georgie. Yeah, I'm hoping that in the next few, well, at least the next month, I'll have that one finished. So I think that's everything for what I stitched on. Yeah, that's everything for what I've actually stitched on. So what I plan to do in the next 2 weeks is I will do some more on the bookcase. I will do some more on Peacock Love because they're so close to a finish. I'm just, you know, every single stitch gets you closer to a finish line. So I will definitely put some stitches in there. I am also going to put some stitches in Henry VIII because this is a nice easy stitch as well. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs again, and it's a Hans Holbein, and I love I don't know why. I love the Tudor era. It's something. It's an era that I absolutely was fascinated by when in history. Not that I liked history. That was the only thing about history that I liked was you know, Henry VIII with 6 wives, and I've read the other Boleyn Girl and the Boleyn Inheritance. Philippa Gregory is like I guess you could call her like a historian writer, and she's brilliant and I love all her books. So that is one I want to work on. I also am, I promise you, I tell you this every single time, I am definitely going to be stitching on this one. This is one that I literally just need to pull my finger out and just get some stitching done in that one, because at this rate I'm going to be dead and grey and dead both before that's even half done. So I definitely want to put some stitches in there, at least 500 stitches. I mean, oh really, I need to be doing like 3,000 stitches to even get it, you know, close. I honestly don't know how I'm going to finish that one, and yeah, it's just, I think unless I was working on it solely, unless that was the only project I was solely working on, which would bore me to death, I just don't know how I'm gonna get it finished before I'm 70. I mean, ugh. Anyway. So, and the next one I would like to work on, because again, this is a nice easy one. My kitty cats are out, but you know, I don't mind them being out. I'll get them in later. The door's open as well, so it's actually quite nice. It's a really lovely evening. It's very warm. So I've got all the doors open. I can't open any of my windows. My windows don't open, but you know, there we are. Anyway, here we go. This is a Heaven and Earth design. Again, the artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. I've got a few of hers. And it's a nice easy one because it's quite blocky, which I like. So I'll chuck a few more in there. But yeah, given that I've got about 2 weeks, I don't want to go overboard. I definitely want to put some stitches in the bookcase and the Peacock and Bountiful. And then for fun, I'm going to do Henry VIII and All Hallows Eve. So that's kind of what I plan on doing for the next 2 weeks. And then you'll get an update at the end of the month for for May. Yeah, for May's video, and then I'll be up to date. So yeah, so that is the stitching. Barn update. I will pop some pictures in at the end of this video, but we're getting there. I'm getting really wound up with every single time I turn around. My builder sat on his ass and he's on his mobile phone, and I'm just thinking, I counted him on his bum on his mobile phone 18 times the other day. And you know what, I'm working on the barn as well, but I'm not getting paid. I'm paying him to build my barn. So, you know, and I've tried having a chat with him, and yeah, it probably comes across a little bit jokey, but my problem is if he gets pissed off and is like, right, sod you then, you're not paying me anyway, because I'm paying him at the end of the thing, I'm just going to go, and he leaves me in the doody, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, because I'm not going to be able to finish this barn without him. So I'm kind of, you know, throwing hints in as to say, like, you're being a lazy kid, without offending him too much. You know, it's more of like a joke at the moment, just so I can kind of put my point across, so I don't offend him, because he gets really easy offended, and he's like a girl, honestly. Oh, Smokes, come here, come and say hello. Smokey's just walked in. He might come and say hello. Smokey! He's so he does the rounds around everyone's food, just in case that they've possibly left anything, which they don't. But he's absolutely beautiful. He just, like I said, he turned up and he never left. Smokey! Okay, I'll grab him in a minute. He's eating Garfield's dinner. Well, Garfield didn't eat it, so that's on him. So anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of struggling with that. So we have made some progress, but we just are not making the progress that I really need. I just feel like he does, you know, a few things in the day, and, you know, the hours just are not being filled with hard work, you know, to get things done. So yeah, things are taking a little bit longer, but we now have cabinets in. They're not fixed to the walls yet. The counters have arrived, the countertops have arrived, so they'll be going in. Just trying to think what else. Most of the FRP is up now, but the picture I'm going to send you it hasn't all gone up. Can you hear him meowing? Smokes, come here, come and say hello. Come here, come here. You're going to say hello to everyone. Hi, baby. Come here, come here. Oh, dear me, you are so heavy. Okay, so this is Smokey, and he's a tom-tom, and he has got the biggest I've ever seen in my life, but he's absolutely beautiful, and I will take him to the vet when I've got some money to have him done, because he's going to be mine now, aren't you? But yeah, he is just gorgeous. He's this beautiful grey colour. His eyes, look at his eyes. Hey, I mean, you can't really see them here, but they're just gorgeous green. You're beautiful, aren't you? And he's so affectionate. He just turned up. And I had my two Socks and Rascal since they were 5 weeks old, and I kid you not, they are not as affectionate as this man. Because you are gorgeous, aren't you? So yes, he's moved in, haven't you? He was a little bit kind of scared of me at the beginning, which is fine, but I don't know where you came from. You are so lovely. He was in such good condition. Let me see if I can move the thing down a bit. Come here. He was in such good condition, and wasn't like, hadn't lost weight. It wasn't like he, you know, he's been out a long time, I think, and I have absolutely no idea where he came from. Did you see that? Oh, excuse you. Sorry, my goat just burped. Didn't he? He just burped, didn't he? So yeah, this is Smokey. So this is our new addition. Well, family's new addition. You. So well, I've got no way of getting rid of him now. Like he literally, like I said, when the weather's rubbish, he's in all the time. And then he just likes to go out at night. He tells me when he wants to go out, and then I just let him out. But he's just so gorgeous. He's just so gorgeous, aren't you? What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? So yeah, so the FRP is almost up. Oh my goodness, the best thing, my chandeliers are up, and they are amazing. Like I said, I'm going to post pictures. The knobs on my doors have changed, on my feed and attack room door, so they've changed to like the gold. What else? Pavies are fully finished. Yeah, can you see? Every single time I pull his tail up, he's big, aren't you? The pavies are done in the feed room and the tack room. I've got the door in my toilet, or my toilet is up. Go on then, darling. So that's done. The washing machine and the dryer are coming in. The air conditioning is fully up. I can't remember what was done when I spoke to you last. I'm sorry, my goat keeps farting. Well, actually, I think that was a burp. Sometimes it's so funny when he coughs, he farts at the same time. That's quite hilarious. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. So, yeah, that's the update that we have so far. I will absolutely update you at the end of the month. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more progress. I've got 3 horses arriving at the end of the month. I still have an awful lot of interest, which is good for stabling. And yeah, so in 2 weeks time also, I should know whether my mare is in foal or not, whether we've got an embryo. But the great thing is that, so I didn't realise that I have got, so this stallion throws a lot of baby juice, like a lot. And so I had 2 really big syringes full of baby juice. So we had more than enough for 1 insemination today. And basically the vet said that, you know, if she doesn't ovulate overnight, then tomorrow when she comes out and checks her, we can just inseminate her again, ready for her, you know, ovulating, you know, the next 6 hours. So I kind of do, and also, as you know from science, it's fresh stays alive for about 4 to 5 days. So, you know, there is time for that process. So I feel a lot happy about it. And the great thing is that if she doesn't take, then all I have to pay for is another collection. I don't have to pay another $1,500 for using a gentleman, which is great. So I just pay for a collection, and Kim is great. She just runs him up to UGA. They collect him. I run up to UGA and I go and collect it. I say thank you very much. And then I come home, and then when my vet turns up, she checks her and then inseminate. I mean, it's so easy. And also, I think one of the issues that we had last time is that when my mare was traveling, when she's hormonal, she's mental. And she was just so stressed out. And obviously that doesn't help with pregnancy either, does it? So this time around, she's completely chill. She's at home. She doesn't bother about what Dr. Barrow's doing, the other end of her. That is one thing that she's actually really, really good with. She just stands there and lets her check her. So she's brilliant. So yes. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything, to be honest. And I will try and make an effort and actually put some makeup on next time I see you. I look, without anything on, I just look, oh my gosh, I look so drained. I look really old. I feel like since I've been here, it's aged me a lot because of the stress. So, yeah. Anyway, well, thank you everyone for checking in. So glad I managed to get that video done as promised. And I will see you next time. So today is the 13th, and you will probably have it on your screens tomorrow, which will be the 14th. So I'm going to edit it now, and then I will upload it overnight, and you'll have it tomorrow. So thanks guys, and I will see you in 2 weeks time. Bye.